Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 4.
New information this evening from a deadly hit-and-run that happened earlier this morning in Fargo. An alleged drunk driver was charged in court today with vehicular homicide and lying to investigators. 32-year-old Shanielle Head-Swift appeared in Cass Court after admitting to police she drank a six-pack before driving. Valley News Team's Joshua Piguero joins us live in front of the courthouse with this story. Now, Joshua, you said you spoke with an eyewitness.
Yes, Callie, I did speak with the eyewitness. I spoke with the man who called police and witnessed the hit and run. He also tended to the victim. Now, she appeared in court, as you mentioned, right behind me today to face her charges. L.A. Stewart, who is the person I spoke to, says he was walking his dog at around 1 a.m. At the intersection of 42nd Street South and 10th Avenue when apparently he said he heard a crash. Immediately, he saw a man lying on the road bleeding heavily. Stewart says Head-Swift, who was driving that vehicle, who's accused of driving that vehicle drunk, did not stop at all. He ran after her, and when he ran after the vehicle, someone got out of the passenger seat. Someone got out of the vehicle, and then eventually it did stop. Now, here's what he had to say when we spoke to him today.
There was no swerving. There was no screeching of brakes or anything like that. It's like the car, he hit him, and he kept going for about half a block before he started even slowing down.
Now, prosecutors charged Head-Swift today at the courthouse right behind me. Now, they also believe that there was another person in that vehicle who may have ran out, and they're currently looking for that person. But we're going to give you more information on this coming up at Valley News Live at 5. Reporting live in Fargo, Joshua Piguero, Valley News Live.
Thank you so much, Joshua, for that live report. In other stories making headlines right now, 3 people are sitting in jail after police say they broke the windows of a South Moorhead home and went inside. It happened yesterday around 6 p.m. With the help of a police canine, authorities were able to track down all 3 people involved. A mugshot for 38-year-old Daisy Butcher is not available. And a 16-year-old girl was killed in a crash last night. It happened near Pine River in northern Minnesota around 8 p.m. A 16-year-old boy was driving the vehicle with 4 other teenagers inside when he went off the road and rolled several times. The 16-year-old girl was ejected from the vehicle and pronounced dead at the scene. And Jamestown police have arrested a man in connection with last Wednesday's stabbing. James Houle was arrested on suspicion of aggravated assault, attempted robbery, and giving false information to a police officer. His 63-year-old victim is still recovering from the attack. And the Minnesota Vikings say the family of George Floyd will be inside U.S. Bank Stadium for Sunday's home opener against the Green Bay Packers. The team says Floyd's family will be recognized following warm-ups and the playing of Lift Every Voice and Sing, which is often referred to as the Black National Anthem. That's a quick look at your top 4 at 4. Now let's get a look at your weather with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson.
Thanks so much, Callie. As we take a look in on our camera shot out there at the Dakota Magic Casino, streets are wet out there. Showers pushing up from South Dakota right now. Things are about to change across our southern counties. In particular, the radar trained on those showers in southeast North Dakota from Valley City down through Sisseton and the Dakota Magic Casino. We see those showers pushing from north to south at about 30 miles per hour. Right now, most of Cass County and Clay County very dry. It will not stay that way all night. Here's the hour-by-hour forecast as we track things through the 5 o'clock hour. The showers will push upwards towards and just north of the I-94 corridor. We mentioned after dinner would be the best chance for Fargo to see showers, and that looks to be the case depending on, Callie, what time you have dinner. And then after that, the rest of the evening will bring scattered showers in through the overnight for some of us. In Fargo, temperature-wise, we're expecting to be on the mild side, low 60s, but quickly into the 50s with rain chances increasing after the 6 o'clock hour. Callie, I expect some of these showers to work their way into the region and continue into your Saturday morning. I'll have details in hour-by-hour style, all of that, and we'll look ahead as well.
Thanks so much, Hutch. We look forward to it. In Minnesota, the Department of Health is reporting 484 new confirmed cases of COVID-19, along with 13 new deaths linked to the illness. In North Dakota, there are 244 new cases, along with 4 more deaths in the state. The death toll now sits at 164. And the North Dakota Department of Commerce says it received nearly $100 million worth of requests from small businesses asking for an emergency grant. Only about $65 million is available in CARES Act funding. The agency says it has so far given out $10 million as they continue sifting through applications. Up to $50,000 are distributed to businesses to help with regenerating revenue.
We're going into the colder months, and companies across the spectrum, from restaurants to hotels to retail establishments to manufacturers, need to make the requisite adjustments to their business model.
While the deadline is closed, the Department of Commerce says it's hoping for another round of grants, but they'll have to work with the legislature on that. And both President Trump and Joe Biden visited the 9/11 Memorial in Shanksville, Pennsylvania today. The memorial honors the victims of Flight 93, another victim of terrorist attacks on September 11th. This year's ceremony was unlike the ones in years past. Due to the coronavirus pandemic, the ceremony was shortened and closed to the public. There was a moment of silence, and names of the passengers and the crew of Flight 93 were read aloud. President Trump also addressed the small crowd.
The heroes of Flight 93 are an everlasting reminder that no matter the danger, no matter the threat, no matter the odds, America will always rise up, stand tall, and fight back.
Vice President Biden had a more low-key showing at the memorial. He and his wife laid a wreath there before visiting a rock marking where the plane crashed. And 15 local firefighters took part in a stair climbing event today to commemorate the lives lost during 9/11. The firefighters walked up stair machines with 60 pounds of gear, including an oxygen tank. They climbed 110 floors, the same amount of floors at the World Trade Center. One fire personnel says this is a day everyone needs to come together in remembrance.
Fantastic. I mean, it's my husband, so he got voluntold to do it, right? Yeah. Being that we're both on Moorhead Fire and Mapleton Fire, it's nice to know that this event is not just for one department in itself, that this is happening amongst many departments and many departments across the nation.
Firefighters from Fargo, West Fargo, and Moorhead were all involved in today's event. And in North Dakota, the elite cheer team is partnering with first responders to host a Chalk for Heroes event at various locations. Here's a live look right now. Teams will draw their designs on the front of entrances and the sidewalk. If you still want to go, there's still time. The event will go until 8 p.m. You can find a list of locations on our website at valleynewslive.com. Pictures will be posted on ND Elite's Facebook page, where people can vote throughout the weekend. The winner will be announced on Monday, and that team will get a prize. And 4 former police officers charged in the death of George Floyd appeared in court today. What came out of today's hearing is coming up next on Valley News Live at 4.
And in weather, we're tracking some rain showers pushing into southeast North Dakota. Where are they heading, and when will they be in your neighborhood? Your hour-by-hour forecast is coming up right after this.